Hello, my name is Jacob, also known as XX Jack the Wolf XX, or JD Myrick-Smith if you want to go by my channel name, and I would like to present to you Stories and Sigils, a custom tabletop RPG system based on Toby Fox's Undertale and Deltarune. This system, we believe, is by far one of the few attempts to translate Toby Fox's gameplay style into this format, the others being known as the system's Dial Tone and Soul Tale. However, having read through them and finding them far too loose, I have decided to create my own, and I believe it may perhaps be the closest to recreating the feel and tension of Toby's works, at least on a mechanical level. With this in mind, if you have doubts, please check out the beta testers, the apologies for my misspeaking, beta testers campaign for more. It should be in the description alongside the link to our official Discord and the download links for the system itself. The system currently has no lore for any of its mechanics yet, necessarily, as we are waiting for Toby to complete Deltarune, so as to have full context for things. However, there are some inferences one can create. With this in mind, allow me to get on with it. There are currently 4 playable races, 4 playable apologies. I meant 4 playable classes, and 48, albeit technically 58, or technically infinite elements, as one of them is a custom element, along with a full elemental system to accompany them. With this in mind, the races in order are human. You know them, you may or may not love them, but they're here and they're determined. Having the highest raw physical stats, with a decent scaling, they make the perfect choice for a apologies, I'm misspeaking plenty of times, for first-time players. At the cost of having no magic. Outside of using certain equipment, of course. Monsters are the all-arounders, a bit harder to work with to some degree. However, if you want to use magic and not have paper-thin HP, well, I'd recommend going with a monster as your first-time play. Now, we shall get into other things. Shadows, our first Dark World race. Now, this is based on theory, speculation, and the like, but this is what we went for, what we assume Ralsei's race is. And, oh boy, they are frail. If you will like having a character that you can really make your own, use them. However, they are better suited for more experienced RPG players who know how to min-max, or make best use of a system's mechanics. Forms. Last but not least, we have the Forms, Lancer's race. Able to turn into, equip, and create items from their body, these are the Dark World counterpart to the Shadows. More physical in nature. They have a lot of interesting aspects for customization, given they can become equipment and the like, but much like with Shadows, are better suited for more experienced RPG players. After that, I suppose, let's go to the list of classes. Fighter. The basic, the simple, but not boring fighter class. If you want better physical stats, well, here you go. If you want to be able to make your melee attacks better, well, here you go, my friend. Next up is the Actor. Ah yes, the ever-capable Actor class. Don't underestimate it. With access to multi-person actions, they can pull some absolutely crazy stunts. And while not as strong in terms of offensive abilities compared to fighters, they do get access to the X, Y, and Z slash techniques, so they can still deal damage and hurt like hell. Of course, we have our third one, the Spellcaster. Of course, it's not really a tabletop RPG without a caster class, if you catch my drift. With this in mind, you can probably infer just what it is this class does. Like most RPGs, spellcasters can be both utility and or a living weapon. With spells like Heal Prayer, Grasping Present, and Magic Melee, you can do a lot, once you reach those higher thresholds for levels of violence, of course. Item Master. Ah yes, we're bringing in some more custom stuff. It's item time, baby. Based somewhat on the many characters from the Mother games, this class is your Dusty, your Jeff, your whoever necessarily. They specialize in using items to their fullest, and can use key items in battle. This is just a taste with what's possible with them, and they even have a combo ability with forms, as they can convert them in and out of their item forms without difficulty. Now, no, this is just a very basic overview of what we've got so far, and it doesn't cover everything. If you want to see everything, well, you're gonna have to download the system and read it for yourself. Goodbye, everybody. Arr!